Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm back again with another horror episode from my personal experiences. This story is about a schoolgirl who was in her high secondary studies, and one day when returning from school, she faced something that was way out of human experience, beyond science, beyond understanding. That day, she was returning from school after giving her school exam. She used to study in a girls' school, and there's a school which is only for boys. I mean, the girls' school and a boys' school side by side, front of each other. So, obviously, the boys from the school used to come near the girls' school to try hitting on girls like young kids do. What happened is that that girl on whom this story is based is very introvert. She's always busy, engrossed in her studies, on her projects, assignment, everything. She is quite engrossed in that. Now, that day, while she was returning home from her school, she noticed that a guy is following her. That girl is pretty beautiful. She belongs to a Muslim family, very conservative, with aristocracy. That girl's family, and she has no boyfriend. She has a limited friend circle, everything. She is a brilliant student. So while she was returning home, she saw that this guy, who she don't know, has been continuously staring at her. She was quite upset and she thought that what's the reason this guy is staring at me all the time. She completely ignored and rushed for her home, walking with her friend, with her friend. She's also a girl, and she noticed that guy has been following him for a long time without blinking his eye. Now, she thought that something is very unusual. She told her friend that, look, this guy has been following me for such a long time without any reason. I don't know why. Her friend actually taunted her, saying that you're so pretty, you're so beautiful. Obviously, guys gonna follow you, give you attention. Obviously, girls will not follow you, na. So that's a funny thing which she thought, which was actually not funny, as she understood that the guy has been following him from school and reached her home, and the guy has been maintaining a same distance throughout the journey in his course of following her. She quickly rushed into her home and said her mom that, Ammi, see, this guy has been following me from the street and I don't know what's his problem. He has been staring at me, he's not saying anything, he's just following me. Her mom said that I can't see any guy outside. You must be hallucinating. Just go and have your break and lunch, bath, everything, and takes rest. She said, fine, that's okay. In the evening, she just came out of her home and saw the same guy waiting outside her home. At the same distance, he's actually standing near a lamppost, and he's been staring at her with blue eyes. The guy is pretty good looking, but he has been looking in the same way at the girl for a long time. The girl is now quite scared. This is quite abnormal. She called her mom again and said that, can you see someone near the lamppost? Her mom said, there is absolutely no one. What are you saying? You are hallucinating. But the girl can clearly see a boy just in front of her at a distance, looking at her in her eyes. She was scared, and things started becoming paranoid. She started feeling that someone has been around her house, outside the window, near the house, knocking at the door every time, and someone is trying to get into her room. She became totally paranoid, scared. She used to keep herself locked, confined in her room, and her family were very worried. Then his father decided to take some help, but science and medicine is something which failed to get her back. So finally, they called Pir Baba, I mean a sacred person according to the Muslim religious belief. He came, examined their house, spoke to the girl, and he said that this girl is under the influence of a Jinn. A Jinn is a spirit, a monstrous creature who are actually made of fire and wind, and they are very strong and powerful. And the tendency of a Jinn is, if a Jinn likes or gets attracted to any particular human being, they don't stop until they get that person or whosoever it be. That jinn unfortunately saw the girl and got attracted towards her. And once a jinn loves someone, it's his mission is to get that person at any cost without stopping. That holy Pir Baba did some rituals for that girl and said her to stay confined within a protective circle for 1 week. Except her exams, she was not allowed to go outside her home, and she kept herself safe in her home with the pure water of Zamzam and so many holy things according to Muslim mythology, Muslim belief. In case she wants to protect her, she has to ensure that she stays in her home doing all her studies. And after 1 year, that Zen effect, she can't see that boy ever in her life, and somehow her life was saved. That is only because of her awareness. Her family supported her, and they believed in something which, in an average notion, seems to be a supernatural thing which people do not believe. But that is something, incident which I heard from a colleague of mine, and that is a true story. And this is something which scared me a lot. Jinns do exist, they are around us. And there are jinns who are good and there are jinns who are bad. It's up to individual luck to find a jinn who is helpful or a jinn who is not helpful. That is something we can pray. This is an incident which I wanted to share, and hope you guys like the story. Please like and subscribe my channel and share, and please support me. Thank you so much. Goodbye.